Good evening. It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here today, especially with our founder and chairman of SNU, Dr. Shiv Nadar, Chief Economic Advisor of the Government of India, Dr. Arvind Subramaniam, Distinguished Chancellor, Dr. Balakrishnan, Founding Vice Chancellor, Nikhil Sinha, and honorary doctoral recipients, Dr. Kohli, a long-term friend. I've known Dr. Kohli for 40 years, 45 years, longer. So, Dr. Reza and Dr. Sen, honored guests, parents, and most importantly, the first graduating class of 2015. It is my honor today to be here at this historical occasion to congratulate the pioneering first batch of the class of 2015. Today we witness the transformation of 17-year-olds, boys and girls, many away from home for the first time, somewhat scared and lost, emerging successfully after 4 years into confident young men and women. I congratulate you on your accomplishment. Creating a world-class university in India is long overdue. It is my fond hope that SNU will be among the first Indian universities to be recognized as such. As a graduate in engineering from India during the 1950s, I look back in wonderment over the progress of the last century resulting from advances in technology. 100 years ago, there were no cars, no highways, no electric utilities, no phone systems, no radio or TV, or no aeroplanes. Most of these inventions happened in the first half of the 20th century. In the last 60 years, advances in engineering and technology have resulted in the invention of nuclear power, satellite communications, the transistor, the digital computer, the internet, the World Wide Web, and the discovery of DNA, and the decoding of the human genome, and landing on the moon. What will the 21st century bring? Given the continuing exponential rate of change, it is reasonable to assume that the next 50 years will be even more dramatic than the last 100 years. Given the advances just outlined, you can well imagine the magnitude of the change that awaits us in the 21st century. Exponential improvement in computer technologies will lead to dramatic discoveries in every discipline, leading to breakthroughs that we now barely think possible. How will this affect the way we live, learn, and work in the future? Many things will hardly change. Our social systems, the food we eat, the clothes we wear will not be affected. Others, such as the way we learn, we work, and we interact with each other, and the quality and the delivery of the healthcare will undergo profound changes. It is expected that this exponential doubling will continue for the next 10 to 20 years, leading to an availability of unlimited computation, memory, and bandwidth at a cost of pennies per day. Recent advances in artificial intelligence have been truly amazing. Problems we thought were unsolvable 15 years ago have suddenly been solved. We have seen a computer beat a world champion in chess. We can now get translation from any language to any other language using Google Translate. We have seen Siri, the spoken language question answering system from Apple, understand spontaneous, unrehearsed speech from open populations without prior training. And we have seen Watson, a system from IBM, capable of answering questions posed in natural language and beating the reigning champion on the TV quiz show, Jeopardy! The implications of these advances in information and communication technologies for developing economies like India are profound. ICT is not a cure for all the world's problems, but it can be a powerful tool to facilitate and enable scalable and sustainable solutions to economic development, individual development, and social development. In the area of economic development, ICT can provide access to markets and jobs. It cannot feed the poor, but can enable wealth creation and expense reduction through applications such as price discovery, marketing assistance, and finding jobs through online search tools. In the area of individual development, ICT can help to improve quality of life for individuals by providing access to education, entertainment, and healthcare. In the area of social development, ICT can help to facilitate free flow of information and lead to increased transparency in the governmental operations through e-government initiatives. The Government of India recently introduced the Digital India Initiative with 9 pillars. A similar 10-point agenda was introduced in 2006 by the then IT Minister with a promise to connect all the rural India within a year with broadband connectivity. Sadly, even after 10 years, this objective remains elusive and wishful thinking. I sincerely hope that we can do better this time around. Of the 9 pillars of the Digital India Initiative, universal connectivity and universal ownership of mobile smartphones are perhaps the 2 most important objectives and can be accomplished before 2020 given a focused mission mode implementation. To fully enjoy the benefits of the spheres of economic, individual, and social sectors, every person in India should have access to an affordable smartphone. Every person, not every family, every person. A full-function smartphone can be provided almost for free, subsidized by the stakeholders who would benefit from the increased economic activity and productivity resulting from the network effect of a fully connected population. These stakeholders are the smartphone manufacturers, telecom service providers, IT service providers, and the government. It would be easy for each of them to underwrite a quarter of the cost of a smartphone so that every person is connected to everyone else. The economic and social impact of a fully connected population cannot be overstated. Over the next 50 years, you will have the opportunity to invent the future. In this future, dramatic discoveries in every discipline will lead to availability of products and services at a fractional cost, providing us the opportunity to create a 21st century utopia free of poverty and suffering, where the government, laws, and societal conditions are perfect. In the near future, a prototype self-driving car with no steering wheel, with radar and sensor GPS mapping will routinely be operational. By 2025, I expect more than 50% of the cars sold in the world will be self-driving cars. In the future, cognition amplifiers will take over many of the routine tasks we do every day. Cogs will answer your mail, pay your bills, and order your groceries. In the future, freak accidents like Malaysian 370 and Germanwings 9025 will be prevented. Upon detecting significant deviation from the flight plan, a guardian angel app will take over control and land the plane safely at the nearest airport. We are probably the only discipline with the tools and technology capable of monitoring, analyzing, diagnosing, and resolving day-to-day problems of the society. Using this sense, think, and act paradigm often used in AI and robotics, we can often find computational solutions to eliminate poverty and hunger, free victims from slavery and torture, improve dysfunctional political systems, control disease and suffering, create tools that enable an illiterate person to be as productive as a PhD. SNU needs to be at the forefront of inventing this future. In conclusion, the advances of the next 50 years will undoubtedly be as dramatic as the last 100. As we find ways to transform atoms into bits, that is, to substitute information for space, time, and matter, many of the constants of our universe will assume new meaning and will change the way we live, learn, and work, and govern ourselves. This means that some of us will have superhuman capabilities, like getting a month's worth of work done in a day. Such capabilities can be used to further increase the gap between the haves and have-nots, or to help the poor and the sick and the illiterate. It is my fond hope that you, the graduating class of SNU, will lead the way forward in making the world a better place and to create a more humane society. Thank you.